This week on Bad Clown's Film Pitch.
Ring ring, is that the Oscars calling? Yes, of course we can create an Oscar-winning horror movie. Let's go.
All right, boys. Lights, camera, action.
All right. So we were just talking,
Yes.
and I know we've done this before, and then we bring it into the episode of the podcast. Welcome, by the way. That's important. We'll get that out of the way. Man spread, right?
Okay.
So I just said
The
it.
act of man spreading?
So the
Is
act
what
of
you're
man
referring
spreading is
to.
yes. I spread my legs.
Takes a wide stance for seemingly no reason.
Well, you say stance. It's usually in reference to sitting down. So, like, if I was on the train or the bus and I just went, smacked my legs open, that is a man spread. Right, John?
Yes.
Yes, of
Although I like to daintily have my legs together.
Yeah, to be fair, that you see, let's not get into penises, but the actual word man spread just clicks with me. Could be a topping for toast. Now, I haven't decided what's in the spread, or like
The
or
consistency,
the
or
color, or like the yeah. I haven't
It's flavour.
It's flavor. That's secondary.
like
the word.
You know what there is? There's too many sweet spreads. I'm thinking
I
we go
agree.
for the first salty spread.
Yes. So. Yes. Well, no, you said the first salt spread. Have you never had Marmite?
Marmite's not salty. Marmite is bitter.
Are you joking? Marmite's not salty.
That's not the word I'd use to describe Marmite. That's the word I'd use to describe man spread.
Sorry, Brian, I'm bringing you in here. Have you ever had Marmite?
It's umami.
Umami?
Yeah.
That's the flavour.
Dickhead.
It's Marmite. What are we talking about? What does that mean, umami?
Savoury.
Yeah.
It is savoury, but it's salty.
Kinda.
Balance between savoury and sweet.
It's you wouldn't say it's salty.
Okay, well, that's an argument for another time. But yes, okay, so you're thinking salty,
And
John?
do you know,
anything
I
to
like
say?
my spreads to have a little something to them.
Oh, yeah?
They're not just thin, liquidy. They're thick. They've got like a
gloopy.
chewable almost.
Yeah,
Where's
maybe
this going?
crunchy. No, we're just trying to figure it out, John. We'll get to the podcast. Okay?
Sorry about
Oh,
it.
this is ridiculous. But the colour, go. John, you're in charge of the colour.
It's a golden brown.
Golden brown,
That's nice.
Like peanut butter.
No, more shiny.
Much
Like a Marmite or a golden syrup.
like a Labrador.
Like a sort of like gold paint.
So just gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gold
What
colour.
colour is gold paint again?
Gold.
No, like, 'cause I think everything was very liquidy in this case. I'm imagining, when you get like sort of gold coloured chocolate and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree. And what's
So weird because I really picture translucent.
Oh,
That's
I see
so
what he's-
strange.
Yeah.
where are you going with this?
Continue.
Salty and translucent.
What colour is yours?
Golden brown, like everybody else.
Okay, I'm with you. And then the market we're appealing to is men, probably, who
Well, it's called man spreads.
man spread exactly.
We're not going to fall into the Yorkie hole.
The Yorkie hole. I've never heard it called that before. What are you talking
What
about?
would they used to put on their bars?
Oh,
not for
girls.
Girls. Yeah.
Yorkie, please, mate.
You're not a bird, are you?
No.
Explain the offside rule then.
A player cannot be in an advanced position of the opponent's last defender when the ball is played.
Open that. Stockings are tight.
Stockings.
Oh look! A big hairy spider! You know, that wrapper really brings out the beautiful blue of your eyes.
Really?
Yorkie, 5 big masculine chunks of chocolate. It's not for girls.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't agree with making a product that's just for one gender. I'm
Never-
sorry.
never
So
said
if
that.
you guys want to do that,
Never said that.
If you guys want to do that, then that's on you.
Speaking of the Yorkie hole, the McCoys fell in there as well.
Did they?
Man crisps.
McCoy's, ridged, thick, and rammed full of flavour.
Get in the car. No, you get in the car.
McCoy's, man crisps. What?
Excuse me.
Man, Chris.
I've already beaten that allegation because we're going to come out with a year after woman spread. It's going to be shiny and pink, and that one they can have. Okay,
That's one for the ladies.
there we go.
Okay.
All right,
I'm glad we
we've
cleared
got
that up.
out of the
Should
way.
we move on to the
begin
pod?
with the podcast?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, boys, the tangents you put us on. We're talking about horror films
Yeah.
this week. Horror films.
Yeah.
Because that was horrible.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to try and make the perfect horror film, right? Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, like, there have been a few horror films in time that have won awards.
Well, some. Yeah.
Can you think
It's
of
rare
any?
though, isn't it? It's,
Yeah, very.
Well, like Oscars, like
Yeah,
what,
that's-
like Misery and Silence of the Lambs, Exorcist, maybe.
That's a good
Doesn't
three.
maybe this is completely wrong.
We
But
just make a fun
don't they
one.
usually win for like effects over story.
That's
or,
a really good question. I've come in
or
completely
actor.
ignorant.
Yeah,
I
if you
don't
just-
know.
yeah.
I was just thinking because like we've done those episodes where it's like the perfect award-winning so and so, but horror films like this never win. Like Misery is great. I think Kathy Bates won the Oscar, didn't
Yeah,
she?
she did.
And the Oscar goes to Kathy Bates in Misery.
So that was for a performance.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, usually they get snubbed or they're thrown into the makeup category or the costume category. You're right.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and make one that's finally going to win that best picture.
Although that being said, we should put most of our money into effect and costume.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Lots of fake
I
blood.
will hire terrible actors any day of the week as long as they're wearing a good face paint. We're okay.
Yeah.
So I think the key to a lot of horror films is to have one actor that you're like, oh, I'm surprised that they do a film like this.
Surprised they're in
They're
this.
dead in the prologue.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like the advertising makes it feel like they're the lead.
Okay.
Because it with Drew Barrymore.
Who's
In Scream, yeah, Drew Barrymore in Scream.
who's bit Timothy Chalamet?
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet. Oh,
He's
well,
the babysitter, right? That's how we open the film.
Okay. so
Okay.
I like this already.
Yeah.
We're talking Timothy Chalamet babysitting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what if
I like that.
it looks like he's going to be the baddie?
Okay.
So he's like a murdering babysitter.
Or is it a case where it's like you just see this man enter this house and like he's going up the stairs, he's creeping up the stairs to the
Okay.
children's bedroom,
Okay, yeah.
and you're like, oh my god, and it says like baby on the door and it's all colourful. You're like, what are you
Baby on
doing?
the door.
This creepy
Why
skinny
didn't they give that
dude.
baby a name?
Exactly. Well, yeah, you don't give a baby a name if it's a baby. You don't know
Give
what
the
it's
baby a
like.
name
Yeah.
because when it
Sure, but then you probably don't paint baby on the door.
Well, just to let them know that's the room with the baby in.
Let who know?
Anyone that's there, don't go in that room. That's the baby room.
Okay.
Like you telling me you don't have a dog room, just in case you get a dog. Whatever.
Just in case.
But you've got a skinny Timothy Chalamet come up the stairs. He's all gloomy. He's wearing a hood.
Mm-hmm.
Goes up to the baby door and you're like, oh my god, what is he going to do to that baby? Right? No, just
Okay.
kill it.
Okay.
And then, he opens, and then he slowly opens the door,
Mm-hmm.
and then the colours and the lighting. Suddenly you're like, oh, he's fine, and he's the babysitter. He's got a bottle of milk or something.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the twist.
Oh, so when you said babysitting, because babysitting can be up until, I don't know,
Oh, like
10, 11,
15,
12. Yeah.
16.
But you're thinking
30.
whatever.
he's literally nursing a baby.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Those are bad parents
Yeah.
to be like.
They've got somewhere to be. They're professionals.
But what if... So it's like... It's not called this, but the film's called Baby Killer. But actually, it's a baby killer.
Okay. You've
Oh, right. So, like, the baby, like.
Okay.
and that's Timothy Chalamet. Because you think.
done, yeah,
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 that's a nice twist of Baby Chalamet as. So it's kind of like The Omen. In
Yeah.
terms of
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
the-
yeah,
the
yeah.
baby is the Antichrist.
Because then we fast forward.
But, like, that
then
was
we,
a
we
child.
jump 10... we jump 20... I don't know, whatever age we actually want the villain to be, we can
It
skip
can't be called
ahead.
baby killer if the baby's in it for 5 seconds and then it's a full grown
They
adult.
never give the baby a name.
So it's called baby. Oh, maybe the baby's just called baby. Nobody puts baby in the corner. What film's that from?
Dirty Dancing.
Well done.
Right.
I
Okay.
only
was
found that
right on
out
his
this
heels.
week.
Yeah.
Were you going to say?
Yeah,
Dodgy dance.
Dodgy dancing.
Dodgy disco.
That's the one. Okay, so the character's called Baby.
And is a baby killer? Or
Killed the
a
first
killer
person
baby?
as a baby.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Carried it
that's
on.
Halloween, right? Michael Myers kills when he's a 6-year-old or something.
It's like a
Yeah.
child.
Not a baby, though.
No,
Not-
but we're stepping it up.
So it.
We're pushing the boundaries.
Yeah. It's never been done before.
Yeah.
We've had a talking baby, voiced by Alec Baldwin. Nearly said Guinness. It's not true. Alec Baldwin in Boss Baby.
Oh, right. I was thinking of the Bruce Willis one.
I was thinking of the Bruce Willis one.
Baby's Day Out?
Look who's
Look
who's
who's talking.
talking.
So you're the one that's been kicking.
The one that ate all that spicy food.
Now Mikey's mommy needs his help.
I'm gonna get you the best daddy there is.
All right, I'm on the case too.
There's Baby's Day Out.
Not
as well.
seen Look Who's Talking.
Is it Bruce Willis voicing a baby?
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
baby talks.
John Travolta's the dad, isn't it?
Oh, no.
But no one can hear the baby.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically. Yeah.
Is it,
yeah.
CGI? Is it like live action?
CGI mouth.
yeah.
Oh,
There's a baby.
This is. Yeah. This
And
is,
it's like John Travolta will be like, "Come on, baby," and he's
Quite-
like, "Get the hell off me! I'm Bruce Willis."
that's also a nice horror
That's the best
element
one,
is because when they do creepy kids in films is they're usually a little bit mature beyond their years. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The Orphan and stuff and
Orphans are great.
and sort of Damien is very creepy. But what if the baby is like talking like Bruce Willis again?
Right. Yeah.
But the parents can hear it this time and they're like, oh my god!
But they're like, what if the parents cover it up? So they're fully aware that the baby didn't. They're like, we can't have this.
Hang on a minute.
Go on.
hang on a minute.
Oh God, I can taste it.
Another babysitter.
I can see it in front of me. This is probably for a future prequel or whatever.
Okay.
Why is the baby killer? And I'll tell you why. Because a serial killer who'd just been shot by the police ran into the house and died next to the baby. But he knew voodoo. And so he put this Chucky.
But rather than a toy, it's that's really.
I can throw a quick plug in here. I met Brad recently.
Dourif?
Yeah.
Nice.
He calls him Brad because
Brad, we're good friends. I'll throw in a picture. It was the picture's
You've got to
kind of
specify.
awkward.
Bradley Cooper.
Yes. No, I met Brad Dourif, and the picture's really fun. Except I was clearly very nervous because if you look at the picture, I'm grabbing the Chucky doll's crotch with such ferocity. It's very strange. I don't know why. I was worried I'd drop it, so I'm like this. I'm like proper crunching his little like doll area.
Yeah.
And it's quite funny. But he's so old.
Does that Chucky doll have like a voice box in it?
No, thank you. Not in that.
Just not finding it.
Yeah. But yeah, he seemed very nice.
Yeah.
He just sounds like him. It's just his voice.
I can't recall his voice.
Because I was like, I really like the new TV series. And he was like, thank you so much. It's Chucky. Yeah, it's very cool.
Yes.
I like what we've got. I'm worried that there's not longevity to it. Right?
Nonsense.
So, what do people love about horror movies the most, right? They like twists and they like changes. We've already made them think it was going to be Timothée Chalamet and it's not.
Right.
Then we made them think it's this baby killer. And it's not.
Yeah. Future. Well, no, it is though. It's just grown up. No?
Maybe it's
it's a rival babysitter.
I mean, the ultimate twist it's not, I don't know if it's really what you want to put on screen, but if Timothée Chalamet fought back and defeated the baby, and then everyone thinks that he just killed the baby. Oh. You see what I mean? If you really wanted to...
That's a like psychological...
Right. Yeah, that's very like David Lynchian.
And maybe we never confirm...
That's just completely unrelated to the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
The rest is like...
It's a cold open. It just goes to something completely different.
What if it's a thing? What if babies across the world are killing?
Yeah. like Children of the Corn, but on a global scale.
Yeah.
Babies of the Corn.
On a global scale and only under 3.
Yeah.
Children are creepy, though.
Yeah, they are.
You think about how many horror films babies are... Or not babies, but
children. Horrible babies.
But children are the antagonist or they're creepy and something like that. You've got the kids on the tricycle.
Yes. But it's that classic discussion of taking something pure and making it malicious. There's a Spanish film, I can't remember what it's called, but we studied it at uni where...
It's basically the Rugrats but evil, isn't it?
Evil Rugrats. But there's this film where it's set
the Rugrats aren't evil.
Chucky certainly is.
Yes.
There you go, clever.
Namesake.
Double. But there's a film about a nunnery and like all the nuns represent different sins, and that is a really uncomfortable watch. And there's not really any reason why. It's just because there's something you're supposed to look up to and be like, oh, they're all good and wholesome. Really behind the doors. One of them had a tiger. And I don't think you're allowed to have that.
At the nunnery.
Pretty hard watch.
Yeah.
I think we're making a comment on nature versus nurture.
So nature is Timothy.
No. His name is
Timothy
Nature.
Are you saying that, that if you try not to raise your child as a...
I'm saying
serial killer.
Blame the parents.
Yeah,
so that's not even one.
So the question,
the baby's not even had any sort of external stimuli.
The question we are putting to our audience is: did every parent in the world raise their baby wrong,
or was it TikTok? Come on.
Yeah.
Where does it end?
Mobile phones.
Yeah, that's what they like.
That's the real killer.
So that's certainly an idea.
Why don't we take that?
Yep.
Put it on the shelf.
Put it on the shelf. That's one. Yeah. Let's try and do 2 more. How about that?
Sure.
Yeah. Then we have 3 to choose from.
Yeah.
So it's the baby killer.
Who? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I was thinking of taking this idea to Paramount. They're struggling at the moment. Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Did you hear?
I mean, they've done that sloth horror film.
It's called Ice Age, John. No, they are struggling. They fucked Scream.
House or something.
Oh,
yeah, Scream.
It doesn't work as a pun.
No, it doesn't. It's the way it's spelled, kind of.
So cute. What is that?
That's a sloth.
Works, but then when you say it, you're like Slaughterhouse.
Doesn't work as a pun.
No.
Laughter. It's what I hear.
Yeah.
It's Laughter House.
It's Laughter House.
But no, they fucked Scream because they fired Melissa Barrera for having a pretty normal opinion on. We won't get into
No,
it.
let's not get into
but
that.
she got fired, and then Jenna left.
So
didn't she?
are you saying
I'll do that Wednesday.
You're saying there's a gap in the market for a new slasher?
I'm saying yes.
How about one yay high?
We've covered the baby slasher genre.
So what's iconic about a slasher? They usually wear a mask.
A mask.
Usually white mask, isn't it? That was something that. Well, Scream just copied Halloween.
You got
Scream just copied Halloween.
Yeah.
What you got?
But
Yeah,
maybe
you got
it-
Halloween. Freddy with the hockey mask.
That's Jason.
No,
Bloody hell!
sorry, Jason with hockey.
Bloody hell!
Freddy.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Freddy's not quite a
Instead
like
of
a
having
slasher
a-
movie in the typical sense because of the dream stuff.
He kills. Well, it is. He still hunts them down and kills
Yeah.
them just in their dreams.
dreams.
But it's like, it's still.
There's an added element there. Where
Yeah.
I think it's a
Yeah,
bit scary.
that was Wes Craven too. That was before Scream, wasn't it? Yeah.
And then is there any other one?
Jason
with the hockey
Jason
mask.
with the, but he didn't always have that.
No,
What did he wear in the first one?
nothing.
Well done. Why's that?
Because he wasn't in it.
Well
He
done.
was in it as a ghost boy.
Yeah.
Not a ghost boy, a real boy.
Was he a real boy?
Jumps out the lake and
Yeah, drags her in.
No, but is that actually him?
that is actually him.
Well, the hockey mask.
Or at least the
isn't-
actor says it is.
Isn't until the third.
That's dumb.
Yeah,
and
the
then
mask.
There's a bag in the second one.
Leatherface.
Leatherface
Wears a
wears skin, doesn't
of
he?
leather.
Yeah. Is human skin leather? If curated
Leather's just a way of treating skin, my man.
Oh, hey, nice.
It's definitely not vegan. That's all I can say.
Hey, well, actually, that's a good question. If you ate human meat, I've got an idea for a horror film. Right? You take right. Here we go.
Oh,
Here we go.
wait, can you save that until we finish the podcast?
No, it's good. What if there was an ultra vegan, right? Okay, nothing against vegans. I was a vegetarian for a year, and it was the worst year of my life. But if
Nothing against vegans. Don't worry, vegans.
no, nothing.
Don't worry.
Love you.
I was a
lot.
vegetarian for almost a year.
I ate so much.
I know your
I
pain.
know the struggle. I've worn your shoes, not leather.
I've worn your pleather shoes.
If you took an ultra vegan and they were like, I would never eat meat, but they love the taste of meat, so they only eat human flesh, but no animals because they don't like humans. They blame the humans.
Oh, so it's like revenge.
Kind of, but they don't even see it like that. They're just
Yeah.
like, oh well, I'm gonna eat humans because I
A
love the
vegan
taste of,
revenge
like,
story.
Yeah, bacon and like pork chops, but they have to make it out of human. Come on, that's actually an idea. Have you?
All the animals.
What's the silence for? It's a good idea.
Sure.
Oh, see, they're too sad. You don't want to upset anyone, do you? That's what this is.
No, let's go back to something safe like the baby killer. Okay, fine.
Come
Okay,
on.
fine. You want to, for some reason, demonize vegans.
No, not demonize them. It's kind of demonizing the others.
The
because-
vegan demon.
No,
meat
no.
eaters.
I do like that. I do like that. No, it's more that it's a take on how people who eat meat sort of treat vegans, and one snaps.
Yeah.
And she's like, do you know what? I've had enough of this. I'm the good guy here. And then she starts eating the humans. And then you can be like, well, then you can decide who's the villain.
Yeah.
We give it to the audience. Nature
The
versus
balls in
nurture.
your court.
Maybe it's sort of like rather than we're doing like slashes and stuff. Maybe it's like an It Follows type of thing.
Yeah.
Where they eat a like cheeseburger,
Yeah.
and then sort of that restaurant, whenever they serve that cheeseburger, the cheeseburger follows them.
Okay.
And it's out
not
of
quite the same.
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
It's
But it's just it's
certainly-
animals taking their revenge.
But it's not. Yeah. Okay. I'm just.
Do you want to move away from the
creative-
vegan ideas?
Maybe I'm going to take this one to Paramount on my own. I think.
Yeah.
What about,
Imagine nibbling on a toe.
Imagine,
Come on, that's a scene, isn't it?
imagine
It's a fetish.
Imagine a world where vegans are the only people who don't eat vegetables.
What?
We flip it, right?
What?
So vegans don't, instead of vegans not eating meat, they don't eat vegetables.
So they're just carnivores.
Yeah, they only eat meat.
That's basically me, right?
But
Like,
that would just when they just get ill very quickly.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
but then
What's going on?
they eat human. I don't know.
So you'd like to twist. They wouldn't be called vegans, though, would they? Because the veg part of the word.
Well, they still don't eat meat. right?
Meatgans.
Vegans.
Oh, they just eat meat.
Yeah.
Wow,
Megan.
Megan.
We're losing track here. So
Yeah,
we've got two good. Take my idea, put it on the shelf.
Yeah. So
But label it Christian's idea.
Okay, I'm going to put it on the shelf. It's going up.
That was the bin, John.
Yeah,
He's put it in
imaginary
the bin. We'll get
bin.
it later. Okay, fine. We've had Baby Killer and we've had the vegan revenge story.
The demon vegan.
Yeah,
The demon vegan.
That's quite a good rhyme.
That's not alliteration, is it?
It's a
the other
half
one.
rhyme.
It's a half rhyme.
No, I was
Demon
trying to
vegan.
be.
Yeah.
I was trying to use clever words.
You did, but it was wrong.
There is another word for it. I can't. Anyway, okay, so fine. Give me an idea if you don't like mine. John, your turn. Quick. 3, 2, 1. Horror film.
What type of genre have we not?
Ghost.
Ghosts. You want a ghost?
Yeah.
Let's think. Where? Because you could do a modern day ghost story.
Modern day ghost.
Okay.
A ghost that died in the last 5 years.
Right. Yes, it's good.
Yes.
I think.
Jesus Christ. Are we doing the Ghost of the Queen? Is that what's happening?
That has probably
John,
been made.
why
Not
would you
gonna-
say that?
But like,
Elizabeth.
well, to be honest, if you've watched any of the new season of The Crown, Ghost Diana.
Ghost Diana?
Yeah. I've not
What?
watched it. That's all I've heard about it.
What, she's at?
She appears as a ghost
To whom?
to the Queen and Charles.
What?
Yes.
Why?
I've not seen this or heard of this.
Yeah.
This is...
So this,
Brian, is this true?
So
Yeah, this is-
season 6 or 5.
You sure? The latest. I've never
The
watched
latest
The
season
Crown.
of The Crown has been slated because they do a couple of scenes where an apparition of Diana appears.
I'm sure I heard a scream.
So did I.
When Charles first sees the ghost, he says, mother, but he's not quite sure who it is. And of course, it's just after his mother's death. Seems reasonable that's who he'd think it is. When the ghost actually appears, turns out to be the ghost of Princess Diana. I think there was a picture of Princess Diana in the paper every day for at least 10 years after she died.
So you saying that
What
a
does
horror
she
movie about
But why? What's she saying?
She looks to the Queen and goes, I forgive you.
Yeah. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about it. What a strange idea.
Yeah.
Imagine sitting in the boardroom, they're like, right,
Ghost
right,
Diana.
listen, hear me out.
We've got to keep this respectful.
What do the people love about the royals? Diana. Let's bring her back as a ghost. A forced ghost Diana.
Honestly, having Diana, having Diana on the screen is great for viewers. I just don't know what we do after she's died.
Keep her there. Keep her on the screen.
Say that again.
I think
Just
she never leaves.
So it's
we rewrite history like Tarantino.
it's Christmas Eve and the
Yeah.
Queen is visited by free spirits.
Except-
first one's Diana.
Not such a happy ending.
Yeah. Do you want to steer clear of dead Queen
I
coming?
throw it into John's court, and then all of a sudden
What's that
with
brought up
ghosts.
the
That's
Queen?
true, actually.
I felt like John handed it.
I think a modern ghost is
Modern
fun
ghost, yeah.
because this is another thing where when you look at ghosts, it's like, why are they all like Victorian or Edwardian?
But it's also like when
or Elizabethan.
please leave us a message, and it's like they shake the curtains or something.
Yeah.
What if they're sending you a tweet?
Yeah.
Or
a text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What-
or
what-
a DM on Tinder.
What if it's set in
the Tinder ghost?
The Tinder.
Oh, imagine going on Tinder and then suddenly it's like swipes right, and you're like, I didn't want to match with them.
And she's dead.
And then you match, and you're like, well, now I've got to
go on a date.
Might
with
as
ghost.
well.
I like that, but what's the stakes here? So you go on a date with someone.
So
It's a friendly ghost trying to hook someone up with their ex because they're missing them.
Well, I was going to say it's more like there's this one you reject, which is a ghost, and then you go on a series of dates,
Right.
and the ghost is behind your date, and you're trying to.
But you can see them.
You can see the ghost, but they can't. So the date.
What?
I have an alternative.
What makes them being what makes them being a ghost important to the plot at that point?
Ah,
Otherwise it's just a
yeah.
weird dude who's like, why didn't you say yes to me? It's all
Maybe we
real.
think that they're a ghost.
And then the end, the
Yeah.
reveal is it's just a dude. Everyone
guy.
saw them the whole time. They were just
Or
too
it's
awkward to say
what is the big
Oh,
twist is this was a date that this protagonist was going to go out with,
Yeah.
but they stood them up, and they somehow died because of the getting stood up.
I've got a
Weighing
tip.
out in the cold, got hit by a car, that kind of thing.
I've got an
really
idea that I think.
fucking sad.
I've got two ideas.
Go on, hit us with
The
both.
first one is based off what you just said, right?
Yeah.
We see someone, and everything leads us to believe that it's a ghost.
Yeah.
Haunting his family, like just being there and watching, and we learned that the family's had like a bereavement, but then it turns out the person we thought was the ghost isn't the ghost, but is the person who killed the dad of the family and is just stalking and watching the family of the person that he killed. and it's
I
set
like
up
it.
to make it look like he's a ghost the whole time. He's not.
The twist is that it's just a dude.
Yeah.
I like that as a twist, to be honest. Oh, it's just a dude.
It's just
like
a dude.
that's a really fun. It's kind of
The
taking
big genre shift.
It's
though.
taking the twist of, oh my god, they were a ghost the whole time, to, oh my god, they were alive the whole time. How unpleasant.
They just ignored him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Imagine
You'd
what a
have to be
lonely.
shot very cleverly. So.
Yeah. What lonely existence.
But you could do things like he steps out of a room just as someone comes in, and it it looks creepy. I think that's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that on the top shelf.
Can we have one moment where he just bumps into someone? You're like, this must have been a mistake.
10 minutes in, he bumps into the
Bumps into the camera.
Here's my other idea. There's always Edwardian and Victorian ghosts in modern day.
And Elizabethan.
What if it's a modern day now in the future? The year is 2900.
Yeah.
And it's a ghost from the year 2023.
I kind of like it. I kind of like it.
And they're like, oh my God, because, I don't know, Edwardian ghosts always fuck with lamps or some shit. Like, they can't do that much because they didn't know the technology.
Yeah.
But for us, in the future, the technology would be way ahead.
That's
so
true.
it would be...
Yeah. Yeah.
I've lost confidence.
No.
On what they can do.
What do you reckon happens to like astronaut ghosts?
That's a haunted house movie
It's
in
a
a
bit-
space station.
Yes, in a space station is fun, but like, what if they're just floating around in space? 'Cause
Okay,
they
what if-
can't haunt anyone. That's a really sad idea.
I like the space station. The astronaut arrives. There's an old butler. Welcome.
Oh,
there's not been an astronaut here since the Lord died.
We wrote that, and we thought we were being clever. Where they get to the space station, like, no one told me there.
Don't go in the airlock.
And then at the end, they're like, there hasn't been an astronaut on that station in 20 years. And they're like, 20 years is not even that long. But they're like,
You mustn't wear his suit.
who are you talking
But it's
about?
the only one left.
You're not wearing a suit.
I like films where the ghost is just a really friendly person.
That's not a horror film.
I know. But it's just weird. It's like, why are you still here then?
What's the Netflix one with David Harbour? That one's quite sweet.
I don't know.
I think it's something like there's a ghost in our house or something. It's like a stupid.
Oh, a ghost.
There's
in
a
our house.
ghost in our house.
Yes, I know the one you're talking about. I haven't seen it.
So, Frank, is he here now?
Ready to have some fun?
Okay, yeah, let's make a horror film like that.
Yeah.
He doesn't speak, so
someone
at first
lives
he's
with
creepy.
his friend who's a ghost.
Let me find
and
it.
it's Ted. It's Ted, but with a ghost.
Yeah.
What the teddy bear?
Ted the
Yeah,
bear.
but
Well, it's a bit rude, a bit naughty.
Yeah, it's like
a little bit.
Oh, I'm gonna go do a ghost fart.
Have you seen Ted? Or
Yeah, it's basically the
it's
same.
basically- or maybe like he's like, actually, my best friend the ghost is actually a fun idea because it's like two young hip men living in an apartment in New York City.
We have a ghost.
Except one of them's a ghost. Ba-dum-da-dum-dum. You know that kind of
That's
trailer?
more of a sitcom.
like a
Yeah.
90s. No,
The Odd Couple, but one of them's dead. Which is probably.
Make it into a
Greg, didn't I ask you to go and get the milk? Sorry, I couldn't pick it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Haven't I told you? I'm dead. Actually, that's already been done. Teen Angel. Anyone ever watched that?
Teen Angel,
Angel.
Ninja Turtles.
No, not the one from Greece and not the Ninja Turtles. The one. That
Well, I was thinking the one from Buffy. Angel.
He's
Angel the Vampire.
No, very cool, very handsome dude. He's in Bones.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy. No, there was a one on Disney Channel called Teen Angel where a guy, two best mates, one eats a burger that was found under the other one's bed, and it was really old, and then he died.
And then the vegans came for him.
And he becomes an angel. It's actually lost media. I mean, you know this phenomenon of lost media. It's one of those. You cannot find it on DVD or anywhere online. There's like
You can't find it anywhere?
You can certainly try because I tried.
One would suggest that maybe you're full of shit.
What the fuck? What? No, genuinely Google it. Give it a Google. It's really hard. I think I found the pilot episode and I couldn't find the rest.
It's a TV show. Not a
Yeah,
film.
it was a
okay.
TV show.
So you can't just nobody's bothered to put it online.
No,
or put
I
it on
will,
the
in the
DVD.
editing process, if I can find any of it, I will pop some in, genuinely. If I can't, then you'll never see it.
So which one of you angels is Pharaoh?
And if I also, it is impossible to find, I'll put a big middle finger up to Sam for his reaction. So tune in.
Wait, if I'm right, I get a middle finger.
So Teen Angel?
If you're wrong.
It's a It's two people. One of them's a ghost. One of them's
they're just two best friends, and one's an
dies.
angel. He becomes the other guy's
he becomes an angel.
So he kind of looks after him. But it's the same thing as a ghost. No one else can see him. Not even his parents, which made me laugh. I was like, why did he choose?
I can't tell if that's ringing a bell or if I'm just remembering you describing it a minute ago.
Right. What's that called?
What?
Like the second time you described it, I was like, that sounds familiar. But then I remembered
it does.
You said that. You said it a minute
I'm
ago.
fine here.
I mean, it does sound
deja vu.
oddly real.
It's real. It's real. Oh, I'm gonna find.
I feel like I can picture what it might look like. Yeah. I think it might look something like this.
It is only because of your extreme youth that we are considering your admission into heaven.
All right, try it as a minor.
I'm just stuck on that at the moment. Just a picture of Jason Momoa's face.
That's just what you were looking at before.
Yeah. It was. I was looking up Aquaman.
It's not supposed to be very good.
The new one. No, my favourite horror.
Well, should we stem away from that?
Yeah, let's go.
My best friend, the ghost. You have to get a job. No. I can't. I'm a ghost.
I'm splitting the rent.
What if he's what if he's having a girl over, and at one point he's like, "You need to leave the flat. I'm having a girl." He's like, "I can't leave this because you have to stay as a ghost on the premises you died in."
Yeah, you can't go on a vacation as a ghost, right?
No, exactly. So
unless
get out.
You die on holiday.
Oh, that would be lovely. No,
that's
actually depends on where.
That's the sequel.
If you died in like Magaluf, that's quite fun. If you died in like what's that place that all the British people go that Johnny Vegas did a series about?
Benidorm.
You've
said Magaluf.
Yeah.
It's quite fun.
Is it not?
And then Benidorm, which is
I think
not that different a holiday destination.
Well, sorry, but when you hear people say we're off to Shagaloof, that sounds like I've never been. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Benidorm sounds like
Benidorm is
basically
not that far off, is it?
Yeah.
It's like
I guess geared more for families than for
lads.
I found Teen Angel.
But like it wasn't like you said a nice holiday destination and an awful one.
There you go.
Wow. Wings.
I think I recognise that.
Great show. Based a lot of my personality on that show, and that's Lost Media, which
you always eat a burger if you find under the bed.
Yeah,
that's a lovely risk to take every day.
What if it's My Best Friend the Ghost? It's super light,
yeah,
super sitcom-y,
yeah,
and then we learn that every time the person who's alive is asleep, the ghost is in like unimaginable torture and pain in hell. Like they're only rooted to this place when the person's awake.
But he can't bring himself to tell him.
And then it finds out, and the tone shifts horribly. And it's like he's trying to stay awake. He's been awake for like a week, and he's seeing things.
Yeah,
I want to help you, man.
How does he move on?
He dies.
Well, the other guy, the other ghost only moves on, and the other one's
and then reunited in.
Well, no, because we're in different places.
Right, limbo.
Maybe limbo.
In between.
Yeah.
The in between.
You don't want to specify a religion. That's always nice.
Yeah. It's like, where are we?
Yeah.
Where do you think we are?
We're in the middle. Of what? Nothing.
The up and the down. The left and the right.
The before and the after.
Yeah.
The kingdom of God and the realm of Satan.
Oh, Christianity was right. Right. I'm with you. Yeah.
We had that one there?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you in hell.
And that's a wrap. Subscribe to the Bad Clowns Film Pitch podcast and follow Bad Clowns Comedy on all social medias for updates on live shows and new comedy sketches. See you next time.